three stocks that have crashed heavy that I'm looking to buy with potential bigger long-term plays, so options and shares as like reversal plays as well. One is Bull from the all-time high to where Bull is now. It is down over 82%, which is Webull. That is one of the first ones. The second one is Chipotle. If you look at Chipotle from the all-time high to where we are down now, is down over 40% gain. And be mindful, Chipotle can drop. There's no stranger of dropping at the highs here. It dropped like over 40% and it recovered pretty handsomely. So we're going to go over that one as well. And then we will also go over Trade Desk. So Trade Desk is down as well from its highs, and Trade Desk is down over 61%. So these are just three stocks that we're going to be going over. There's much more videos that I'll be posting. So like the video, subscribe, join the channel, and make sure you guys join the team first in that description for prices to go up to get access to the Discord to see me trade live every morning and when I'm really going to get in these. So let's start off with Trade Desk. So first, Trade Desk is falling down from its all-time highs. Now with this chart, since 2017, it has been on a good trajectory. So that is a good part about Trade Desk. With bigger pull downs, it's not a stranger of bigger pull downs. The last time I had a big pull down, it dropped over 65%. But from that bottom to the high, it recovered about 263%. Now, I'm not looking to time it perfectly from the bottom and time it perfectly from the top, but this gives us a range from, say this is the bottom where we are now, to back to all-time highs. This gives us a big range of potential plays that I can get in this area, aka reversal, shares, and option plays. So it is something I'm looking out for. I do have shares, and I'm also playing options on it in the Discord. Like I said, you get to see all that live. But a couple ways I'm playing it is one, options, two, shares. Now I already have shares on it, so I'm holding those. I'm looking to do a new shares around this bottom area to make profit on those to get back to my average. So say the average is like 65 or 70, I'll play shares down here, get back up to that average profit. So say I buy shares here, whenever it turns back strength up to 70, that's about 28% gain I can buy off new shares. So I'll just buy shares in a new account, buy shares there, get that profit, and then let my original play go back to work. So money's always kind of working in here. So shares wise, I'm looking to play couple things. Long term, once we turn bullish, not yet though, because I already have shares. Once we turn bullish, we're nowhere near bullish. But what can be a key point on Trade Desk is I'm looking for it to break all the way above like $85. So it's going to take a while. So before it gets to that $85, which would be like the bigger reversal play, in between that $85 to where we are now, I'm looking to play smaller option plays of reversals, aka the first one. It will be once we break the resistance, which we did at 53.95. We did break that resistance, so we are playing calls currently. Then you have a secondary resistance at about 55.45. So once this breaks, I have calls now. I'll be looking to get more calls once we break that resistance for Trade Desk to do a bigger reversal to the higher side. Now, nothing says it wants to do a bigger reversal, but what could be a key sign that the reversal might not happen is if we come down here and break this smaller support area on Trade Desk right around 52.70. So that's what I'm kind of watching out for. So I'm looking to play shorter term reversals up back to the 60s. So options, shares back to the 70s, and then bigger, longer term shares once it breaks around the 85 to play those up into like the 120s and 130s. So that's like a couple ways I'm looking to play it. Then if we go to Chipotle, consumer stocks are down a lot. Chipotle chart looks very decent. They do get bigger pull downs. In the Discord today, for August 29th, we did over 6 plays in the Discord. You can see all the gains there. We did win today, even the day before. We did NVIDIA puts 14% gain. I lost on Microsoft, negative 23, which was only a little profit. Only gave back 20% profits on NVIDIA, so not much. And then we did NVIDIA calls, over 40% gain on NVIDIA calls. So I usually scalp every morning. Make sure you guys join the team first in the description. You'll get to see all that live. And then Chipotle is coming down to a bigger support around $42. Chipotle is no stranger to these pull downs. From this high back in all the way down to August 15 to November 2017, it dropped down about 64%. Over here, it dropped about 38%. And currently where we are now, it is down about 39 to 40%. So last time it had this 40% drop from the low to the high, it did over 185% gain. Now, nothing says it's going to do 185% gain this time, but I am looking to play that reversal back up shares and option wise, right? So gain wise, Trade Desk looking to make over 100, 200% easily, in my opinion, that I'm looking out for. Two things I'm looking out for Chipotle is we have a resistance right here on Chipotle at about 43.60. Once we break that resistance, I'm looking for potential call options in here. So I'm looking for the play call options for it to have a stronger reversal. But also, if we break support at this like $42 range, that means Chipotle probably wants to come down to the 30s. Now around 38, 37 is a potential bigger buy that I want to buy Chipotle at to kind of hold it long term. So one, I'm looking to play reversal once it breaks resistance of call options. And then two, I'm looking to buy bigger shares right around like 38-ish dollars and pretty much hold those longer term right around 38. That's why I have that circle here as well, right around 38, and hold that longer term to get at least above 60. All-time high is all the way 70. Above 60 is right around a 58% gain, and then onwards it gets over 80% gain and maybe even 100% gain if it really has strength and kind of goes back up. So that's what I'm looking out for. Chipotle, it does have different ways, and also a little couple more plays after that big drop. Some of these earnings dropped from their earnings. So, I mean, some of the stocks dropped from their earnings, like Trade Desk had a drop from its earnings. Chipotle had dropped from its earnings, and they've been continuing dropping as well. But that's good for longer term type of push, right? We buy when there's fear, not when there's greed. Their earnings actually beat on EPS, but they missed on their revenue, and also their guidance, I think, wasn't that good. And then we're going to go over Bull. So Bull just IPO'd. It has not moved that much in this range. I think a bigger resistance level on Bull is right around $17.25. You have a support on Bull right around $13.40. So if Bull goes down, it doesn't really interest me. The easiest part about Bull, they made highs all the way up to $90. I think it's going to take a while for Bull to get up there, even if it can get up there, because it's at $13, and nothing says it's going to turn around now. So Bull, I would need Bull to break above like $17.25. Remember, all these stocks are literally bled down, but once it breaks above $17.25, I think that's going to actually turn Bull bullish. This is Webull, by the way, and actually start getting some strength. So above that resistance level, I'll be looking for it to go above 20s, which is like 21%, and I'll be looking for it to get at least around the 30s, which is over 70% gain in a short amount of time if it can get strength. Because if you look at it here, every time it found a bottom, it has very large strength candles, found bottom, strength candles, strength candles. So I think it can move pretty quickly. If you look at these measure moves, it moved about 40% in about 4 days. Right, this one in about 6 days and moved about 52%. So it can move pretty fast in measurements. It's just I would need it to give it a little more time to break this area. Even if it goes all the way down to like $11, I would still be looking for the same resistance area to break, unless I get some type of entry different down here. But those are three stocks that are crashed down that I'm looking at for potential buying with current support, resistance levels, price predictions, and entries that I'm kind of looking out for. Smash the like button, subscribe if you're new. Always remember, no recommendation buyer, so anything just for educational purposes only. So do not trade anything you see or hear in the video. Catch you guys on the next one. Bye.